What's up guys, it's Klex here, and today we're going to be going over some offensive SND tips. To start off the pieces of advice, I want to say off the bat, on an offensive round, you want to work for a pick. First blood is very, very vital in SND, but also you want to try to get info while at the same time evaluating your life, using cover, shoulder peeking, anything like that. And like I said in the last video I made on defensive SND tips, a way to really just wrap around the way you think is in SND for either side, defensive or offensive. How is your positioning and your decision making going to affect your teammates negatively and positively? You want to focus on gaining control of the parts of the map that are going to give you advantageous positioning and just give you a ton of options to work from in those areas, in those power positions. Because from there you have lines of sight you can dominate, and also you can just have the options maybe to rotate to another bomb site, whatever have you. And just in general, talking about rotations, all that kind of stuff, you do want to change your playstyle here and there in offense or in SND. You want to just change up the pace sometimes to keep the enemies on the defensive side on their toes. And in doing that, you want to kind of just, in general, I like to use the term hold hands with your teammates. Trading is so important in there. You just want to be able to do that in pretty much every scenario in any moment, especially in offense in SND, because defense, they know that you got to come to them. So holding your hands with your teammates, trading is so important in offense. And when you do that, when you get to the bomb site, getting the bomb down is a great focus in SND, especially in Cold War. Just the way the maps work out, it's really favorable. Obviously, you change the tide, you flip the table. It is now in your favor. The time is now on your side when you get the bomb down, so it's important to do so. And when you do so, you want to make it so that you plant on a side at a spot that you are gonna have a favorable situation and peeking and all that kind of stuff. But before getting to the bomb site, whatever, it just in general and at all times in SND, you want to check your angles one by one, and if you can do so, it's very important to do that with your teammates as well. And another thing we talk about is centering. You want to center in SND, don't slack off in that department. It's very important to do so. Point the center of your screen basically where you think the enemy could be, so you can easily snap onto them if you do see them. You want to use any info you gain to your advantage, and when you do have information, take that opportunity that you see when you think you have a chance to maybe go ahead and rotate or hit a bomb site that you think only one person's on, because you got information somehow from whether yourself or whether your teammates. Use any info you are given right away. Do not hesitate, especially on offense. And you just don't want to be afraid to get aggressive, because if you do so, it could make the enemy start giving you information when they play on defense, because you're getting so aggressive and they're getting used to that. It might even make them give up map control because they're so scared of your offensive kind of aggressive style that you're giving them. And even in that scenario, to just make the enemy on their freaking toes, you maybe want to try to fake going to a bomb site, throwing a bunch of your utilities at a bomb site, hitting maybe just one person or something like that, and just totally faking it and going to another bomb site. It's really all about a mind game. At the end of the day, you want to play a mind game in SND. It's so important to do so. And speaking of mind games, you want to try to learn the spots that the enemy is mainly playing on defense. It's very easy to get. Some people just have a default setup that they do time and time again, so try to see those patterns. For a little bit, I'm going to talk about what to do when you plant the bomb again. After you plant and you are in the favored side, 1v2, 1v3, 1v4, never let the enemy take on one-to-one duels. You are just giving them a shot at getting closer and closer to a clutch. So never do that, and play the bomb at all times. A good way to think about it is using the bomb as bait, really, and just, getting the kills out, or just in general letting the bomb get down to 0, and then, that round is yours. I talked about people using default spots. Maybe you should do that on offense too. Maybe have 2 or 3 tops areas that you always hit on offense and SND. It could be the same thing with defense too. So you know these spots very, very well. You're adjusted to the timings on the map, the angles that you have to check, all that kind of stuff. 2 or 3 spots that you hit or whatever routes that you take would be great on offense and S&D. Just want to play with confidence, especially in offense. You are going to be taking gunfights, that are favorable to you. I would highly encourage that, but sometimes, man, you gotta take gunfights that aren't really favored. I would say like 50-50 gunfights, because usually defense is the favorite side, right? But play with confidence. Take these scenarios 50-50. Know that you got it. Just believe in yourself, man. S&D sometimes can be nerve-wracking, so you need to, boost yourself up a little bit, gas yourself. I would definitely say designate a bomb carrier in league play and with your team. It's definitely, sometimes I see even in pro play, teams not get a bomb carried and then they're like, okay, I'm gonna go back and pick up a bomb. That just wastes time, man. Designate a bomb carrier is something I highly recommend. Another thing I highly recommend is to check out my how to clutch video. I've got that in the top right corner, but we got still some more tips to get into. We are nearly done with the video. Something I bring up a lot is to use your tacticals to get information, but this can also help you gain control of the bomb sites with the grenade. Man, that is very, very vital. People don't really think about using it. That coordination is majorly important on offense and S&D. Communication is vital. You want to make sure you're at the same page at all times. Try to work on one area at a time with your teammates as well. Don't do too much different things. Make sure you guys are all focusing on the general same standpoint. I think of pros and cons for every single play you're trying to make. Is it something that's too risky? Maybe you shouldn't go for it. But at the same time, you don't want to be overly too indecisive. I feel like offense and SND is sometimes best to go with what you're feeling. Alright, to finish off the video, I want to say it's all about setting up yourself and your teammates to get into advantageous gunfights at the end of the day. You want to call out all the vital information you are given that will help your teammates see opportunities, see things that they want to go ahead and hit, whether bomb sites they want to rotate to, whatever have you. You just don't want to ego chow, man. You don't want to be overly confident. Do not troll, and don't give up too early either. There's always a shot to come back in S&D, and that can be something positive to you, because you come back, you didn't give up. Or it can be something negative to you because you were up 5-0 and you just decided to troll and you got full sailed. You got, came back on hard. Nobody likes that, man. So, alright guys, that's pretty much it. That's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed both of these videos. If you haven't checked out the other defensive S&D tip videos that I uploaded previously, go ahead and definitely check that out. And yeah guys, that's pretty much it for the tips today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Go ahead and leave a like. That will help the videos push out to more people, and thus that will help out the channel a ton. Link in the description to my Discord, so you can go ahead and meet people that want to get better at competitive Call of Duty. Subscribe if you haven't already for more tip videos like this. We're almost getting to 1,000 subscribers, so I really do appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed already, to subscribe to help me reach that number sooner. And yeah, alright guys, that's pretty much it. As always, it's been Clex, and I'm out. Peace.